Alex, EFL Youth Development Week, it's something that the club gets fully behind.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that it's a really great day for us as a club to get all our future talent and everybody at the stadium to watch the game. I think that it's a big push for us. It looks fantastic when you get all the kids there and through the ages, because ultimately they're hopefully watching a team that they want to aspire to play in. So we want to make sure that we put on a good performance this weekend for those guys that have come in, because it's a long journey from where some of them are, and we've all been there and watched our idols play. So it's a really great day and something that the club does really well.
It's a good setup here at Stevenage as well, and obviously yourself. I mean, you cut your teeth in coaching with the youth setup to start with.
Yeah, we're really lucky in terms of the facilities that we've got here, and that the chairman's developed over all this time now, and I think it kind of goes unnoticed really as a football club what we have in terms of the structure, and in terms of where we are at Bragg and Shep. Then obviously we've now got the performance centre and the stadium, so all within 3 kilometres of each other. So for us to have those facilities and does help us attract players, and it allows us to really grow, and we're continuing to grow as a football club. So the facilities absolutely help us, and we're continuing to improve them as well, to make sure that when people come to look at us as a football club, they can see that yes, we're hopefully improving on the pitch, but also off it, that we're growing as well.
Strange part of the season, isn't it? There's no midweek match this week, and no transfer talk that we can talk about now. But I guess you just got to keep things chugging away.
Yeah, I think that we all like Saturday, Tuesday games, and especially here, the lads, that's the way that we want to play games. But this month is a strange month to have just Saturday games. It's not often that you get that all in 1 month. So it's good to get on the grass. I think that when you're playing as kind of we were, you want to keep going. You want the games to come thick and fast, because lads will just roll into them. But obviously, international break, then Mansfield, and then we get another 3 week now before obviously we play Exeter. So gives us time to work, gives us time to iron out some few bits that we need, but without overcomplicating it. I think that's the biggest thing, is to keep it simple and keep the messages very, very clear in what we've been doing, and just trying to tweak little bits to make sure that we continually improve. But we've got 3 great games this month that we're all looking forward to.
I guess it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? On one hand, you need a break, but on the other hand, you're on such a good run of form that you just wanted the next game to come. Perhaps that break you've just had came at the wrong time.
Yeah, we didn't want it, if I'm honest. I think that obviously the fact that Barnes obviously had internationals as well, and it did come at the wrong time for us because of form. But I think that the big thing is that you get the rewards later on if you have that rest now, because potentially the next one we won't be off, and we'll continue to play. So we hope that we get the rewards later on, but also the lads are putting a lot of effort. It's all a pre-season. It's their first start of the season, so they needed the break, and I thought we reacted well. In terms of Mansfield away, it's always tough. It was similar last year when we went there after international, that we managed to, get a 1-0 win. But second half they were excellent against us, and this year we were disappointed with the goal that we conceded, and disappointed not to come away with 3 points. But after a break and going to a difficult place, you definitely take a point before the game, and now we've got to back that up at home on Saturday.
Next game, Exeter. It's always been a nemesis club as far as Stevenage are concerned. That's something you got to put behind you.
Yeah, really difficult team. They've played a lot. They've played the same way for quite a few years now, and really developed that way of playing and got better and better at it. I think they're a club that probably very similar to us in terms of the stature of it and ultimately what they do every year to make sure they stay in this league and develop players. They've got a fantastic philosophy there as a football club, and Gary's done really well with them. And the way they play is really, really hard to play against. But we have to make sure that we're at home. We have to make sure that we keep that run going at home. And the reason why we've had that run is because of hard work, the intensity that we play at, making it really difficult to come to the Lamex, and that's why we are where we are in terms of our home record. But it's easy to break if you don't turn up and you don't do the basics well. And we've got to do all of those to continue to run. And there have been the big messages this week. The players know that. You want them to use the disappointment of last week and make sure that we hit the ground running at home on Saturday and get a positive result.
If you go back to the old adage, draw your away games and win your home games, then you're not going to be too far away. Is that something that you kind of take heart in?
Yeah, I think, it's hard, isn't it, when you 1-0 up, and I didn't really see us really going to concede last week. So I think that it's more disappointing because I think that where you look where you could go, obviously where you could have been after the game, and I think the lads know that. But it's not plain sailing all the time. For us, it's the reason why we are where we are is because of our hard work and our intensity and actually our quality as well at times. So we can't let that drop. But away from home, we need to make sure that we iron out a few things away from home, especially in terms of goals conceded, to give us a better chance of winning more games. But at home, then we're in a good place, and we have to continue that. The home record gives us real confidence at home, and we've just got to keep going. We've got to keep building on it, keep doing all the things that have got us these results, and don't stop doing it, because the minute you stop doing it, football can change. So clear messages for everybody that Saturday's a huge game for us to go and show people that, again, we could go top.
How is the squad? It looks like you've got lots of options available to you.
Yeah, we are full, so everybody's fit. Obviously, apart from the longer term ones in terms of Louis and Saxon and Nick. So we've got a full squad to pick from. I think that these Saturday games are tough because it's a lot harder to rotate. So I think that the players that haven't been involved, you've got to make sure you look after them, because it's tough. You train every day and every week to want to play on a Saturday. So we have to make sure those guys are in a good place and they are competing and they're challenging the players at the moment. But we'll be looking at what team gets us the best result, whether that's changes, whether that's the same. We have to look at that now for how they've trained all week, and we'll pick a team ready to go and win on Saturday, and that's going to work extremely hard. Going to have to be patient at times. But they know what they need to do to win the game, and we'll make sure we pick a team that does that.
It's been such a good start. The squad, I guess the key is keeping their feet firmly on the ground.
Yeah, it's keeping their feet on the ground. But it's also keeping them together. It's keeping, like I say, when you're playing week in, week out, it's easy. It's when you're not playing, when you work extremely hard, it's tough. And it's the worst part of this job when you're having to leave people out, because we've got some top quality players. We really do. But they know that. We're honest. They want the best for the group. That's important, that we have the right culture here to make sure that we all, we're all fighting for the same thing. I get frustration, absolutely, from a player if you're not playing. I get it 100%. I was probably the world's worst. But, as long as they're together in the group and the squad, and that we keep pushing in the right direction, then we'll be in a really good place. And everybody is doing that here. This is a fantastic group. It's a great place to come and work every day. They're an incredible group to coach and manage. And we look forward to seeing where we can get to as a group.